tomorrow we're giving a test. Oh, my book. Jerry said, how long we got to learn this? I said, tonight, because tomorrow you're having a test. Oh, we should have asked me that yesterday. Then I could have said April.
I feel
Gary, you did the minutes for a long time too, didn't you? Gary's had to do minutes.
I never did do that many times.
We didn't. You didn't do that many in a year, did you?
No.
Okay. Agenda,
I just have a phone in my hand.
agenda,
It's under your.
Well, I can look, there it is, yeah.
and agenda,
Another copy.
and I'm going to pass out copies of
You're so, no more, I get me a pen. I got a feeling you're about to sign it.
I think there's a but. Well, maybe there's not. I was thinking there was some over there.
There's a cut.
There's a cut for Gary.
My family's all coming for Easter.
That's nice.
See what else got in
I think we're all well.
Oh,
Finally,
finally.
that we stay well till after Easter. Hopefully, hopefully. How long are they staying?
They're even saying,
I just wondered if your grandkids had spring break the same time hours did or not.
Robert does, but Lenny had it.
okay. I've got a mess, so we're just gonna have to start. If you'll let me over there. And I'll provide everybody with copies before you leave. It's the only thing I know, so. tell
Yeah.
you. Let me start the tape. And my phone- Give me my purse, I'm getting my
Oh.
pen out. Where is it? Right here? Is that her purse?
Is that her? Okay, sorry. Okay. The meeting's called to order at 1:04. And Joey couldn't be here today. I forgot Thursday was his busy day.
It's a holiday too.
Oh. So I didn't have that recorded, did I?
No, but I'm gonna make a recording. Meeting's called to order at 1:04.
Okay, first off, we're gonna start with prayer. Does anybody want to pray? I'll go ahead. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this day and for your many blessings. I thank you for being with us, protecting us, and watching over us. I pray with you with the sick. Lord, we know little ones that's having problems. I pray you be with them. Forgive us of where we failed you. Take us and use us for thy glory. All these things we ask in the precious name of Jesus. Amen. Okay, of the agendas. Everybody looked over the agenda?
Yep.
make a motion that we approve today's agenda.
I'll second it.
All in favor, I guess?
Oh, that's right, all in favor, say aye. Aye.
I second it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Okay, so next we have approval of minutes,
Okay,
which one do you want to approve now? Any of them? Do you want-
we haven't ever done, the actual canvas.
Okay,
And so I'm gonna sign this and start this around. And the documentation is attached to it. Gary, if you want to sign that?
while we're signing this is the time for public comments. Anybody you want to say anything? Okay. Okay, I want to thank you for being here, Landon. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
I know people got to see
Here's
the
10th.
hearing and they're thankful for that. And
Here's
that's
the
good.
10th.
Here's 19, if you want these.
Okay. And I'll just give that to you. I'm just gonna copy
That's
that.
fine.
Okay, the next one would be
Is this the one we signed?
no, I just gave you that for your
That's my
information.
copy, huh?
We've got several to
I don't know if you look at it.
go over.
And I apologize for not in better order. Need to find.
Here's a 19. Let me look at these. No one that. No one that. While she's getting it together, the only comments I've got are that, we need to plan our meetings the rest of the year, and I suggest that we do the second Tuesday of every month. That way,
We'll
if something
know.
comes up, we can change them, but that would keep it, everybody knows they are the second Tuesday of every month.
What happened?
Julia's better for you 12 or 1 minute.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I think if Joey can make it at 12 or 1 also, can't you?
As far as I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as far as I know. Gary, you probably with you. Martha? Okay, I make a motion, we do the second Tuesday of every month at 12.
That's fine.
Hopefully, if it's pretty days, we'll get out of here.
Can we recess for about 15 minutes?
We can.
And
Okay.
let me. is
We
that
didn't
okay?
second. Second that motion.
We
that Rita
will,
just
it's
made
not
on
been
Rita.
motioned yet.
You made the motion on,
Oh,
the second
second
Tuesday. Let's-
Tuesdays.
Yeah, go ahead and get
Okay.
that finished.
So, you wanna,
I'll
made the
second
motion.
that.
all in favor?
And I make a motion that we recess for just 10 minutes. If
I'll
somebody,
second that.
okay.
Okay, we're recessed.
Free water in the fridge.
We've got a cooler in there here.
be signed.
to sign has closed minutes on it. And those will have to be pulled up. Do we sign the closed session minutes?
It should have.
Yes. You sign the post station,
And
and then we'll put it in an envelope, and then have to be filled in.
I will sign to be signed.
well, not really pertinent information in case it was just him advising us in big hours. And that's the 11th. That is the first one where, we didn't have our yeah. Okay, we have the 10th. That was the first one. Close minutes. Okay. We did the 11th.
So part of it's open, part of it's closed, right?
The minutes are open. The minutes from the closed session are on the back, and that'll have to be pulled off when we all sign. Okay. And this is the 13th. There's a front page back. And lay the, since you're the last one signing.
Okay, just, go ahead and fold these up to, closed session.
That'd be nice.
And you'll have to put the date and all that on the outside of it, closed session and then the date. And in case there's more than one closed session that day, I'd probably put the time of that one too, if it's on
It's at the beginning, the only date that we had multiple, I think, was on the 14th on that Friday.
Well, I just put them all in one envelope. Well, no. All they need to each individually need to go in.
That also, what Gary gets it split off.
This is.
The days that we had multiple markers,
Yeah,
probably better number them according to like the first one, the second one, the third one. Then that way, if we was to ever get a court order to open them, we know which ones to open.
okay. This one has the closed minutes attached to the back. And I'm gonna have to look at the 13th again because I'm gonna have to turn up. there's more than one.
So let's just don't, we don't have to seal them right now.
I'll leave them all. to them.
Yeah.
We'll get them all done.
Is that the last
And
thing?
this is the regular open session.
These are the next ones, Gary, right there.
Okay.
No, the one on March 15th didn't have no closed sessions, Martha?
Yeah,
Mhm.
right here it is.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure we didn't have nothing that needed to be sealed.
Hey, may I have back the envelope on the 13th?
Hmm.
Have you done an envelope on the ones on the 13th?
Not yet, no, I'm just on the 10th. Yeah.
Look at my writer's pen. Mhm. I accidentally did it down
Okay.
there.
I did too.
You followed my lead.
I did.
Don't do that.
I'm almost in there.
Okay.
Should we staple this?
Hmm.
Should we staple these two?
I brought a
3.
stapler in here. It's right down there.
Yeah, these 3. And those 2.
Yeah.
Be good. Yeah, good job.
I want the voting to go in closed sessions much better.
If I'd known how much I've had to type, I wouldn't agree to that.
It's been a lot, hasn't
It's been long.
Now, we vote in closed session.
Yep, no, let's just say, no, we're gonna do it all out here.
it?
Your minutes are good, Martha. They're very thorough.
Very
Well,
good.
thank you.
Good job.
She's excellent.
Well, you know, it really, sort of helps me to type those minutes because it helps me to remember what actually transpired.
Yeah, that's good.
And that was good. But let's look at the 13th one more time.
So this is, no, these aren't here. That was the 20th.
Another one?
That's the 18th. There's the 13th.
Okay. Oh, we did that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
you,
So
you're
that,
talking about,
March the 30th, yeah.
that's what I've got right here, signed by all four.
Yeah,
I bet those are closed sessions.
those closed sessions, still about all of them.
okay. Here is the minutes of the emergency meeting that we did at 4 o'clock on the 13th, and it has the closed session minutes on the back.
Okay.
So we'll start that one. Okay. And this is the minutes on the 13th of the preliminary hearing on Jason Silvers. And it has the closed session minutes with it.
That must be the copy. March 10th.
You know, we had during the emergency meeting, we adjourned at, from Jason's. And on other meeting on March 13th, we had 3 that day. But what it was this canvas that we did that morning.
Yes.
And then we had to come back in the afternoon and well, we had to adjourn. We recessed until 1:30. We came back and we did the 2 that we just, so we got it. Good, good. And I've got copies here for people. Same time.
Yeah,
Okay, we should have,
how about 4:26? That-
There's another closed session.
I do have a problem about every second Tuesday of the month. In August, we've got our conference at that time, so that'll count as.
Okay, down there.
Okay. Second,
Look, the second Tuesday,
second Tuesday.
yeah, because I was putting them in, and that. The second Tuesday, and it's the 10th, or the 11th, and so conference starts, we go down. That's what I've got down.
And Bonnie just got fired.
You did?
Yeah.
two,
And Bonnie.
yeah,
It's
been expecting that. No surprise. It's all I've got. It's really done. We should have 13, 5, 19, 20, 22.
Work still? I feel like I'm signing some more that are still coming around. March 13th, we done that one, Gary.
We had three
I'm not-
sessions in March.
Yeah, we had 3.
We had the canvas, then we had Jason's
We had canvas and then recess.
recess to 1:30 and came back.
And then
We did Jason's preliminary,
we had,
and then we had at 4 o'clock
Yeah,
an emergency session.
that was with the subpoena.
And yes,
And that's where the subpoenas are. It has to be over there in there.
I don't know.
I
I don't know if off the ball or what.
We need to find out. That was voted on. It's strange that the others.
That's on March 13th. You just have to open the vote.
actually on March 13th, I found where, I went back and played it, and at one point in time, Sydney did say we were now in open session, so I went back and typed when we did, and I guess the minutes in open session. So, we're operating in open session, so.
They brought to you, Mary Beth? The subpoenas for Jill and Bill brought to you at all?
They were, and I signed. No, they were not.
Oh, I
She
was gonna say
gave them
no.
to
I
me
don't-
and I did not. It was not in there.
I've got them in there.
I
Everyone wants to
signed
look at them.
So, but
No, I just wanted to make sure, because I don't know.
I'll be glad I got it. and look and see who was in.
Well, I should have paid attention right then because I thought of it later. I realized they weren't in there, but it was too late. But you know, if that's voted on,
right here is a copy of the 13th, that emergency meeting that we had at 4 o'clock, where the subpoenas were, and if you want to read that, that's an extra copy. And Julia, here's your copy if you want to keep that, that's where the subpoenas were issued and how they were done, that's just an extra copy. And there's 7. And the 8th one will be here because we didn't have any closed session. That came out.
Did you count these, Martha?
Mm.
Did you count these?
vote.
So I should have 2 open sessions on the
we had the canvas.
Right.
And we adjourned and came back at 1:30 and finished the canvas. Then we had,
That was fun. Yes, yes, ma'am.
then we had emergency meeting. at 4. And
That's the only thing, we've got 2 sets of open minutes.
March 13, we had 2 closed sessions.
we had 2 closed sessions and 1 open for the canvas.
This is closed session. You need to seal this. Gary, you need to seal this one up. This is closed session. I don't get closed session. Closed session goes in the office. Yeah.
Probably.
Well, it didn't take that much time. The thing of it was, what took time is I had to go back and fill in the GS numbers like when you go into the closed session for attorney-client privilege. Then I would go back, reread them, and listen to the tape, and try to figure it out. It didn't take so long.
We had a closed session.
There were 2 closed sessions. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take them.
Right.
Oh, that's. That's good.
So that's it. Okay.
Hey. Martha, I need a copy.
You want a copy of all of it?
I'm good.
Say, what do you have? What date? 23rd?
Everything I got is from that thing.
Okay, I'll have-
You said you have to approve consent.
Here's the 20th. Here is.
That's all right.
Minutes of the emergency meeting at 4:00, Gary, on the 13th. You got Jason's on the 13th, right?
Yeah, I got 2.
You should have 3 for the first.
You got 2.
Well, the third one is where we did the canvas. Do you want a copy of where we did the canvas? You got the 19th. Then you got this hearing. You got it now.
Wait, that thing, yeah, I got, it's on the right. So I got,
Okay, here's the, you have election protest. These are closed sessions.
Most probably shredded.
You have the Jason's on the 23rd.
well, I don't have
Here's the 10th. So you should have 10. And I didn't make copies of the 11th because that is the first one and Jason's. And I'll have to pull it out if we're going to do it.
My copies of this. If I need to.
Okay, yeah,
We need copies of the 11th.
just the 11th, don't mind. The reason why I didn't, that's the one that Jason did first before we didn't.
Oh, that's the one where he didn't put his address.
Before we didn't put his address. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Let's see, Day, the 11th. I'm gonna put them in order. Oops. It's the 13th. Right here. That's 3 and 4. The 10th should bring you the 11th. That's 19th, the 20th, and the 23rd. And it should give you the 11th. That would be complete.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Brenda, you want me to give you the copies? Please. Okay, make sure which one. There's the 19th. That's closed session minutes.
You said these were the copies. I don't know here.
Thank you.
That's just the one with.
What's the letter?
That's,
What's the letter? Is it going?
I got copies.
Here is the 11th.
That's actually March 13th. The March 13th, you got that one?
Okay. You got the 10th. There's the 11th. Closed session. Closed session. Emergency meeting. Closed session. There's the 19th. Here's the 20th. And I don't need one. I mean, I've got them on computer. I've got them memorized. And I made extra copies because of Joel, and then these will have to be shredded. And we are a little better organized than this.
Usually,
Usually.
This was unusual. This was a little different than we are used to. It's very big piece.
She ran the restroom.
Okay.
Welcome. But if she had any comments that she wanted to do it together. Did you have any more comments? Robert?
No. But if anybody wonders about this, I can tell you.
I do want to address that because the board wasn't notified of the order that you signed. So I could sign and submit it. So
Well, it was done past the state.
if you
So
say
if you want to,
who asked you from the state to do it?
you can talk to Brian or Reggie. Atmosphere. Anybody wants it.
What's Brian's name?
There's Tim Meyer,
Brian and Becky.
Liveccher. And Tim Meyer is Hogemeyer.
You're very helpful, Julia. I emailed them about closed session minutes because I've gotten sort of a conflicting message about them a little bit from what I was seeing online. And they emailed back and said, no, they prefer it to be kept. Unless, and they gave me the reasons how it could be opened up. So I just was curious what
I'm gonna bring some things. It was wrong, and I'll tell you why. I talked to him about who I spoke with, the chief judge that was investigating. That had nothing to do with what did you say, refusing or
refusing.
yeah, that you were not allowed to unless you were related to someone. That's investigation. Okay, you talked to them and see what they say. And they
We
said,
could ask as a board for any of us to recuse ourselves. We had a vote on
no, that's not the way it was handled. Should have been handled. It was handled wrongly. And if we wanted to, I can get someone here to address it.
that. That's up to you. You can do whatever you want to, but I'm sure that we're going to be addressing it at some point.
Yes, I bet we do, because I've already been advised. So, anyway, it's okay, but this is the final order.
Well, I just want to go on the record and say it's not the record. This order was not approved by this board.
When I spoke, I said this was a 2-to-1,
And that's
And
what
that
that's what
was-
Sid said.
and that's what it was the final vote.
That's what his
And
order
that-
said.
Should have been one.
That's what his order said.
That it was dismissed.
No, that you
Doesn't say it was dismissed.
Yes, it
I
does.
said it was dismissed.
She's ordered to.
It said the protest is dismissed.
He didn't at the meeting, at the protest. He said it was a tie vote, right?
But he came, after he said it, he said, I looked into it, and I have looked into it.
Well, I
as
hadn't
well.
heard that.
But did you look at his order?
I did, but mine had already been submitted.
You feel like the findings of fact in this order that she signed was what you found at the hearing? I didn't vote, so I don't have a say in it.
I have not really cared. So I'll have to decide.
I just don't know where all of a sudden, as a board, we came to doing our independent investigations and getting advice and not sharing it with the entire board. You took 2 board members out of the meeting last week and having told talk to somebody in the hallway. But you didn't offer that information to me and Gary. So we're like, that's why we're upset, Brenda.
Or they would tell us who the mystery person talking who was.
That's very
They
upsetting.
asked to speak to the two people. They didn't ask to speak to you. And that was their prerogative. That was their
That's
prerogative.
a problem.
Well, just take it to the state.
That's a problem when we have to
See what-
act. When we
And
have
I
to
didn't
act.
want to do that. I didn't want to be like that person that went and did it. I mean, this is so far removed from what this board used to be. I cannot even begin to tell you how disappointing. it is.
Oh, no, before, I can tell you how the board used to be. If I came up with something that I wanted to say, or I disagreed with something, it was not listened to at all. Nobody, in fact, I was told several times I was ignored as to my comments. And that's what this board was.
I don't believe you.
Oh, yes, I was.
I didn't ignore you.
Oh, yes.
Well, I wasn't, like I say, I just wanted to talk to you about it. We've always gotten along as a board, but as far as election integrity, and that is so far removed from what we're doing. So far removed. So I'm gonna file an election law complaint.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, just so you know.
It was already
We're
suggested.
supposed to be acting as a board, not as individuals.
Exactly.
Well, that
We
ain't
should act as
that
a
ain't- That's
board.
not what you done.
Go ahead.
You did?
Got anything else to say?
No,
You want to take it to the state?
I may.
Good. You can. I don't care.
But I don't have anything else to say because
Do I give these to you? They're
I'm not in the habit of arguing with stuff.
And who's the stump?
Hmm.
Are you calling me names?
No.
You can stop it right now. Because this board is not gonna operate calling names by anyone.
Okay.
I'm not calling you a name, and you do not call me a name.
I won't call you a name. Just don't accuse me of stuff I have not done.
Well, you don't talk to people like that.
Okay.
I've heard enough of it.
Okay. I apologize.
Mary Beth, do you have anything to say as a director?
I don't have anything for this one. We're just trying to start working for November.
And you know that's almost right on you.
Any old business?
I couldn't find any old business to put on that we hadn't already addressed to put on the agenda.
Anybody have any new business?
Oh, I do have one other thing, sorry. Can I request as a board that we investigate the polls not being open on time? At, Jack
That
Street
will
and
be
Price's
going
Creek?
to the state. Randy's
Well,
already,
That's the thing. Okay, the problem being, we had a hearing. This was alleged. I got some knowledge that something might have gone on differently than what was reported. Just put all that aside for right now. But my question is, that wasn't the place to hash out an issue that our county was having with elections. Not in a hearing like that. It wasn't the time or place. I didn't want to give him fodder to prove his case any more than it was proven. But is it something that we need to sit down with and actually talk to some people and have them come in and talk to us about what happened and make sure it doesn't happen again? That's all I care about.
well, the way I look at it, if it happened, it's past. What we need to look at as a board to have elections correctly is what we can instruct them to do in the future.
I don't disagree with that.
I don't object. I mean, it could have happened, it could not have happened. It didn't, what we come to the conclusion of, it did not cause any voter not to be able to vote. Every voter that was there, their vote was counted. But yes, we should address it for the future.
And again, you have poll workers, I get this, they do this twice a year at the most, once,
Right.
no, not twice a year, but once every other year. And you do forget things, and people mess up, you just own up to it and go on. And make sure that it doesn't happen again. And
Yes.
if we had made a decision, from our decision, we talked about all of us, somebody being present there on each polling site to make sure that it wasn't open. Everything's running, and maybe get those phone calls and the board saying it's open.
And I think,
But
you
we
know,
know
that's right.
that
That
we shouldn't do it.
No.
But Mary Beth mentioned that actually finding some rovers to go out and be there.
Usually at the polling sites, they have somebody that opens the door. That's what I experienced. That person announces the doors are open.
But they open the doors at 15:06 as they're setting up. Because they have to get them.
As a
going.
chief
But
judge,
I'm saying
Yeah.
at 6:30, like there was somebody assigned.
you make that
I
announcement.
understand.
At 6:30, yeah, once them, yeah,
One
at
person
6:30.
assigned to be at that
Usually
door
the chief
to make
judge
sure it's open.
will,
And that should be.
It's part of
Is it the door just being open, or do we?
No, the polls are open. You have to
you
announce
know,
it.
Yeah,
the
polls.
polls are open at
And
6:30.
doors open
Yeah.
and
The
polls.
I don't think they go back and lock them though after they unlock everything at 6:45. So I think that's where the difference is coming in from the doors being
I worked
unlocked.
at Crabtree, they did lock the doors back, and the doors were not
Really?
unlocked again until 6:30. And that's, but, now this is a problem.
You don't
I
have to lock
said,
the street.
they did not have a key at Blue Ridge.
No,
I didn't know that.
they weren't long.
They didn't secure a passcode for the one day.
No,
That's
they
what they're
did not
all
have
chief
that,
judges are
and they should
instructed
have had
to
that.
get in touch with the.
Well,
where
they
they're
did,
at.
but they wouldn't give it to them, so that's something we have to address for November.
Yeah, because most of the time the board office makes those for, they always have in the past, for, in your middle school, they've always
Their
made the
passes.
passes, they'll make a pass, and it's a one-day pass, after
Well,
that day, if they don't get it back,
the
it
school
won't
did
operate
not.
the door. They're made at the board office,
Right, but we need to get that.
well, that's up to the chief judges to secure. And they're told that in training, because that's part of it, you have to secure being able to get into your polling place.
Well, you know, sometimes they don't realize it's process. So if it's a school and that's the only school we use, we need to make sure we get that order. So, and that's a good point, Julia, that you made. I think, you know, yeah, I think there was mistakes made. But we need to go make sure it doesn't happen.
Yeah, and that's, I'm kind of glad that the subpoena fell by the wayside somehow, I don't know how. We just didn't think to do it, whatever. Just 'cause I didn't want to give my representation. Well, we only, that's only,
But everybody else got a subpoena.
like I said, and I honestly do not know. Answer that question.
You know, they weren't on the list that Jason requested.
Now, Julia.
I know Julie requested it, but I think that Sydney failed to add
He
him
may have failed to add him in.
to the list, but he added John.
Was John
Franklin
anyone
in.
on their list?
No.
No,
He was
wasn't
added
on their
up.
list. Randy and Jason?
No,
He did give a subpoena, but he wasn't called.
um,
Again, I just don't, that was not the place to air that
no, we
issue.
couldn't give them help as such.
And that's one reason why I abstained from voting, because I felt like I had information that I just couldn't set aside to make it fair and impartial for Randy and Jason. And after I heard the evidence, I wasn't supposed to sustain for,
I talked to the state about me abstaining, and they said, no, you can't, because you have to vote because you weren't related to any of it. And anything we talked about was investigating, and it says in the records that we're supposed to.
Well, again, I read too much, but that's not what,
That's not what we, that book is different from what we. Appointed boards operate differently from elected boards.
there's some, PowerPoints from Bob Joyce from one of our meetings long time ago that did talk all about this. It's very,
Public important.
it was very explicit about not gathering information, not doing our investigation. And if you do, you should recuse yourself, and if you can't recuse yourself, then the board, somebody on the board can request. And the board votes on it. I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble, I'm just saying, that's just how I interpret it.
That's what I was instructed. Okay, we're finished with that, let's go on to, oh, we've already approved the minutes. That's
We're
done.
not doing that.
Okay, any other business? Oh. Eva. We don't need to go on closed session. Please don't go on closed session. Okay, the meeting is adjourned at 2:04.